Hey, yo, check it out, 1212 in the place to be. This is Nardesigns with the Mobile Boutique. You know what I'm saying? We setting it off music, art, and fashion, podcast for your head top. You know what I'm saying? We represent the GLF brand, God Love family. You know what I'm saying? You see it right here and everything that's going on. We're going to talk about culture. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about music, fashion, all that good stuff. And today, I got my guy here, Dezzy Dez, a.k.a.
Nova.
Desmond Grant, Nova, producer extraordinaire.
Yeah, what's up, what up?
Beat maker. You know what I'm saying? This is the beat maker episode right here. Just to start it off. So number one, I like to start it off with, like, introduce yourself and let the people know where you started making beats.
Yeah, so like you said, man, my name is Desmond Grant, but you know me as Nova. I also go by Dezzy G, D-E-Z-Y-G. I started making beats, man. So, make a long story short, I was introduced to hip hop through my older brother.
So, what do you think about what's going on in the game right now?
Man, where do we start, man?
I mean, it's like there's a lot of different genres of music that's trying to merge in. We come from an era where we, like, you know what I'm saying, the core of it, like the real, the essence of it. I feel like some of it is getting lost these days. Like, where do you kind of like project where you fit in?
Well, I always like, I'm a 90s baby, so I like our era, of course.
Absolutely.
But I'm not a hater on the new trends, because we was the new trend,
Yeah, at one time.
But I stay true to my roots. Boom bap, love boom bap. I like Griselda, what they doing. I like Cole. You see the brand. But that's pretty much where I stay grounded. I mean, I like trap and all this other stuff too, man. But I like what I like. You know what I mean?
Right. Back to the soul, you know what I'm saying? As long as we keep that soul in there, if they take the drum out, kind of take the heartbeat out in a way, you know what I'm saying? But I think it all has room to fit. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just like follow the trends that you in, because the music industry, they gonna put out what they want to put out.
Yeah, big facts, kind
of stuff. All right, this is the segment of the show where I like to get into the questions. I got 7 questions I like to ask. So who inspired you to start making beats?
So I gotta say my older brother, definitely for sure. My older brother X. This is like before me even getting into hip hop. I seen him in the closet with an earbud on, old school technique. Headphones, just cutting. And I'm like, yo, what you doing? And he's like, I'm just cutting, you know what I mean? So ever since then I had an interest.
What you mean cutting, like DJing?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was like spinning. I don't know what he was doing, but I'm like, that looked cool. So I'm like,
So you started with DJing?
Yeah, like he started with DJing. I was just, absorbing the music at the time. You know what I mean? Shoot, you gotta think this is like early '90s, so Dodge Effects era. You know what I mean?
All that Redman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you remember your first beat? Was it good or was it trash?
Straight pots and pans. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it on the, matter of fact, my brother was present. I made it, I don't know if you heard of the MTV Music Generator.
I might have.
Yeah. So it was like a production CD that you could do on the PlayStation, so.
Oh, on the PlayStation?
Yeah, man, you could sample on there and all of that, so I was trying to make something, but yeah, that was the start.
You still got that beat?
Nah, man, that story is gone. Long time ago.
All right, no doubt. So who would you compare your style to?
I'm a man of many styles, man. Just from listening to, what I grew up on. I would say RZA.
Okay. Shout out to the Abbott.
Yeah, man. Straight up. RZA, Premier, Pete Rock, Jay Dilla, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Like, Knife Wonder. There's a lot, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Those are some real good ones right there. That's a good top.
Can't forget about Madlib, too. Madlib, man.
Madlib, shout out to Madlib. And what's your thoughts on digging in the crates versus the digital stage we're in right now? I know you said your brother was, you know, a DJ, so he must have been digging in the crates back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, all the soul records and stuff like that. You sampling heavy.
Yeah. So I'm heavy sampling. I love the sample, but I think not using a sample, that's where we're at now, because, you know, it's all about the money and you know, royalties and all that. So I think whatever, you know, is good for your forte, you know what I mean? I like sampling, but I like original artwork too, artistry. So
Right. Yeah, it's good to do both, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so who in the industry would you like to work with? Any genre. If you had your choice, you know what I'm saying, who would be the number one, even dead or alive? You know what I'm saying? Any legend would you want to sit down?
Man, you setting me up, man.
Sit
How
down
I ain't
and
gonna say
produce?
RZA? Look where we at. Right.
I mean, like an artist to like actually sit down and make an album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a singer, rapper, whatever.
Definitely Nas. Definitely Nas.
You see, we got some Nas stuff around here right now.
No disrespect to anybody in the room, man, but I just think Nas is a great storyteller.
Goes like solo artist wise, Nas is like top tier for me. Wu-Tang is the greatest rap hip hop group of all time, no question.
For sure.
Nas, you know what I'm saying? I give him that. He's my number one spot as far as like top 5 and stuff like that.
Illmatic.
Yep. Illmatic, that's the first album. Okay. So how many beats you think you got in the chambers right now?
I mean, I lost count. I can't, you know what I mean? I would say thousands. You know what? I'm gonna keep it $1. It's probably hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
High hundreds?
Yeah, high hundreds.
From like recent times or just a
collective, because for me, beat making is like, you know, it kind of like how Andre 3000 took his route, man. How he stopped his artistry, man. Like, you gotta feel it, bro.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of times where you just ain't feeling it, man. Life would be life, and so.
Yeah, life is always life. You like to draw from inspiration. You don't want to feel like you gotta force art.
Exactly.
You want it to flow like natural, like water, like the ocean, like the wind, the breeze, the sun. You know what I mean? Just nature.
Right. For sure.
For real. So besides that, where do you see yourself going in the music industry right now? As far as like, you want to keep producing? Do you want to, you know, try to like work on some of your own beats and put out a project? Are you into writing, or are you just strictly producing, strictly with the beats?
Yeah, right now I'm strictly producing, strictly with the beats. You know, where I see myself is just, you know, trying to get into some, you know, young artists' ear, and I see, you know, on top of the artists that been here too, you know. But however I can get it, man, there's many ways to skin a cat, man. I definitely love music. I don't see myself putting it down. It's a passion.
Right, yeah, absolutely, man. And it's like, when you have a passion, there's no age limit to it. You don't say, all right, when I hit 40, I'm going to stop doing this and do some of that. You know what I'm saying? There's still legends out there that's still going in their 50s right now. And that inspires me, because that's the next phase of life I'm going to go to. So, you know, me as an artist, I can't stop it. As long as it's in my heart and I'm having fun with it, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And plus, you know, seeing Cap doing his thing on a regular basis, and he still got, you know what I'm saying, he still got that wind to keep going, that keeps me going.
Yeah, that's it, man.
On top of doing the clothing line and the art and everything else is what I love. All right, so yeah, man, it was definitely a pleasure having a little conversation with you. But next, I want to, you know, check out some of the beats.
For sure.
Go through, you know what I mean?
For
hear
sure.
some of what you're working with. We did a track together called Mercedes, you know what I'm saying? It's out right now. You can check it out on YouTube, check it out on Spotify, check it out on SoundCloud. It's called Mercedes, video coming soon too.
Word up. What's the other joint you did? Love is Love.
Oh yeah, Love is Love. Yeah, the Love is Love project, you know what I'm saying? I actually had on, you know what I'm saying, the GLF outfit in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Love is love. All of that, man. Projects coming soon, man. Stay tuned. This is Nardesigns from the Mobile Boutique, by the way. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Desmond Grant here, producer extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the top 5 out of him. You know what I mean? He's struggling right now. What's up, man?
Yeah, so definitely Nas.
Okay. Nasir Jones.
I said Tupac.
Tupac Shakur. Rest in peace.
Biggie.
B.I.G. Baby. Rest in peace. Brooklyn.
Andre 3000.
Okay, 3 Stacks with the piano on his back. And the flute and all that.
Yeah, and I'll have to say Philly, man.
Who, Beans?
Nah, man, Black Thought.
Black Thought. Yeah. That's a good top 5 right there. So, yo, man, thank you for coming out. I salute you, man. I love your beats. You know what I'm saying?
Sir,
Keep that
man.
soulful
Yes, sir.
shit going. You know what I'm saying? And send me a G-Pack whenever you get a chance.
For sure, man. You
All
already
right.
know.
First episode, Nardesigns Mobile Boutique. Peace.
Peace.